It's not looking good, all right? Why would they buy you a single ticket and also send you halfway across the world with just £2 coins in the purse?
I don't have any intention of staying here.
I didn't ask her the question. I said, why do you not have a return ticket?
She's just informed me that she's got some special luggage that she's checked in, which she said were her chef knives. Now, when asked why she needed them, she said she was going to do some cooking for her uncle.
In with her laptop, he discovers several copies of the woman's CV.
And can I ask you what this is? What's this?
It's a CV that I use how I get working. This is how I send to my employers. This goes electronically.
Whose CV is it?
Mine, Robin Cameron's.
Why are you bringing them with you?
They're always in my back, in my laptop. They're always there.
They're always there?
They're always in my bag, yeah.
So many copies? You've got about 25
Yeah.
copies of your covering letter.
Yeah.
And there must be maybe the same amount of CVs.
Yeah. When I'm looking for work, that's what I send them. Always looking for work, but you always get bits and pieces.
You're always looking for work?
Yeah.
Why are you carrying your chef knives with you?
Because I'm going to cook some food for my friends while I'm here. I take them everywhere I go.
Can you not use their knives to cook food?
No, because they're blunt. You always cut. No.
Why not?
No, because people. I can't.
Because you're only going to cook for friends. How many friends do you have here? You have.
Yeah, but even when I'm at home in Sydney,
You have
I
an
take them to
uncle.
people's house.
Yeah, you have an uncle to cook for.
Yeah.
And you have Julie to cook for, and another.
Yeah.
So there's 3 people.
I don't like using anyone else's knives. It's a personal thing that I've had my own knives. People's knives are normally blunt.
Okay. I mean, looking at what we've looked at so far, everything suggests to me that you're coming to the United Kingdom to seek and take employment here.
But I can't. I can't get a working visa here.
Yeah.
No, I can't work here.
But no, everything suggests to me that you are, because, I mean, why else would somebody carry a CV with them? You have 3 friends here.
Yeah.
And you've bought your chef knives to cook for them.
But if you could understand what it's...
I do understand, but...
The chefs are like...
You're not cooking... Unless you plan to cook in a professional kitchen, you don't need to bring your knives with you.
If I go to my dad's house, I take my knives. If I go to anyone's house to cook for them, I take my knives.
So do you have any intention of working here?
No, I don't.
No, okay. This is for you, your reasons for refusal. This also gives you your flight that you're going back on. So you're going on the EY to Abu Dhabi, connecting on all the way to Sydney tonight.
Okay.
Okay? Your passport and stuff will be held with us. When you board the flight, my colleagues who will escort you to your flight will then hand the passport on to the cabin crew, who will then give it to you when you land.
There's nothing I can do?
Unfortunately not, no.
This is so wrong. I've worked my ass off to get here. I'm a chef. I make $25 an hour in Sydney. I've worked that hard. Look, you've read my diary. You've been through everything. I'm not here to work.
Okay. Well, everything that you've brought with you suggests that you are here and your intentions are to seek employment here in the United Kingdom.
You can keep all that.
No, that's not going to stop.
I know. I just grabbed my laptop. My laptop had recipes in it. I've worked my ass off for the last 6 months to come to this country to have a holiday. I brought my knives. I'm a chef. I'm going to cook for my friends. And they've refused me entry into this country. It's just so wrong. You know, he wants me to bring my family. My family just had the biggest party for me to leave yesterday, and now I'm going to bring him with someone come home. So I'm embarrassed and I'm upset. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong except for trying to come to this country. Thanks.
OK, I spoke to the agency and they're not expecting you. Why didn't you arrange your place on the training course before you came? We have a passenger arrive today from South Africa, and she claims to be coming on a training course starting shortly. I just wondered if you were able to tell us if she's registered? You're not expecting her. OK, they don't have any record of her on the training course.
I don't know where to start. Okay, you know, just like where I come from, the place where I live.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends here in London.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I wanted to leave Cape Town, like where I'm from, because I didn't want to spend any more money. And obviously, because I was going to be the one who buys my own ticket.
Right.
And because of the ship being the only bread, you know, and me helping out my brother to go to college.
So the only way you earn money is on the ships, yeah? You okay? I'm just thinking, you know, it seems like a long way to come if you haven't got a place on the course already sorted. Why didn't you do it before you came? Would have been easier, wouldn't it? You could have got the letter from them and everything. It would have made your life a lot easier. Is there a problem back home?
I'm the only person that's looking out for me and my family.
You're the only one that has any money and that support. So are you supporting the whole family on your salaries, yeah? Okay.
Before Officer Lee allows the woman through passport control, she must consult her boss, Chief Immigration Officer Matt Dyson.
I can sympathise with anybody who feels, you know, they've got to work hard for their family and have to leave their own country to do it. Fine. But in the end, she falls well short of the requirements for entry as far as I'm concerned. She's basically not told the truth on arrival.
Right.
She doesn't have enough funds.
There's a flight this evening, if we want to remove her today, via Doha.
Okay, well, as it stands, unless we hear anything different, I'm sorry, but she will have to go home.
Okay.
Thanks anyway.
No problems. This is particularly tough because I've been to where she lives. I know the township she comes from, and it's pretty horrible. Most places don't have electricity. You know, it's rough. So the money this girl is on when she's on board ship is a lot of money in South Africa. So she would be supporting her mum and brother. And in a way, you're kind of robbing her of the chance to provide for her family, and you just think, well, I'm sending her back. I'm afraid it's not very good news. Okay, you are going to be refused entry to the UK today, all right? She just doesn't qualify today for entry. If she can satisfy either an entry clearance officer in the future or another immigration officer in the future that she qualifies for entry on another day, then her case will be viewed on its merits. It doesn't automatically exclude her from coming back to the UK in the future.
This woman is claiming to be a visitor, but she's been flagged up on the database as having been refused entry to Britain in the past.
But you understand why we have to do this, because you've had that previous refusal. And it's always going to cause problems, unfortunately.
She's no stranger to Britain. She went to school here for 4 years,
that's what we're
until her
doing
father's
now,
work permit was cancelled and her family were removed.
Anything to declare to customs? Nothing, no, like 1,000 cigarettes or nothing like that? Okay, all right. She's been refused entry, or she was refused entry, back in August of 2007. Her father was here on a work permit. It's a bit sketchy, but it was curtailed back in February of 2007. She claims now she's come here to pick up some certificates, her GCSE certificates, from the examining board. She claims that she had sent for them, paid for them, they were sent in the post, but they were never received. The only thing is she doesn't have a return ticket. Why would somebody come on a two-week visit without a return ticket? That's a little bit strange. Is it Lahore you're from, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you do there? Studying?
Yeah, I'm studying law.
Law? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Immigration law?
No, I'm trying to stay away from that.
Okay, don't worry.
Nothing personal.
No.
That's my university card.
Excellent, I'll just borrow that as well. You get that back.
I don't have any cash or anything.
No cash. What about credit card? No credit card? So you got nothing at all? So how are you going to survive initially? Your family, friends?
They'll help me out.
Her claim to be picking up certificates to take back to Pakistan doesn't quite add up.
Well, it's just this fact, she's got a single ticket, she's got no money, and she hasn't actually arranged for these certificates yet.
You see, I don't get this part, because she and her entire family have been refused entry. Okay?
Yeah.
They've previously been living here for 4 years.
Yeah.
Further to that, they appealed and went down the human rights line as well. So they're kind of well aware about how things work in the UK.
Things work, yeah.
So then to send a family member alone on a single ticket with no money doesn't stack up.
A closer look at her luggage doesn't improve her chances.
At the back, I've just discovered some old pay statements, and I just went out to the control and spoke to her. I said, well, why have you got these certificates with you? You know, if you're just coming to get... and she said, oh, well, it's just all my documentation that I had when I was in the UK. But there's P45s as well.
Now I'm a little unhappier because these are documents that are not necessary at all
relevant.
To obtain a course in law.
Exactly.
It's question time for the law student. Officer Hassler wants answers.
It's not looking good, all right? I won't lie to you, because I can't understand why you've not brought any money with your tickets. We're going to have to come through this way, all right? And the fact of the matter, you've got £2 on you, you've got no credit cards, you've got no return ticket, you've brought other documentation, which, to be quite frank, you shouldn't have brought with you. I can't understand why you brought it with you.
This interview will decide whether or not Officer Hassler returns her on the next flight home.
So why did they just buy you a single ticket? I can't fathom this out, because why would they buy you a single ticket and also send you their daughter halfway across the world with just £2 coins in the purse?
I don't have any intention of staying here.
I didn't ask her the question. I said, why do you not have a return ticket?
Because I didn't know what date exactly I would go back.
She said she didn't know how long she was going to be here. It was going to be 2 or 3 weeks. And I said, well, why didn't you get an open ticket? I says, we have many times people come here. And she says, oh, yeah, I found about that on the aircraft. I hadn't heard of open tickets.
She didn't know about open tickets.
Didn't know about open tickets.
This is a young lady who's lived in the UK and has clearly
And travelled before, but didn't know about
open tickets.
We get people coming here all the time who are coming as visitors, and if they don't have return tickets, they don't have money, they'll just be refused. It's not credible. You're coming here as a visitor, but yet, you know, you've got no evidence of support whatsoever. You said that you're going to come here, get these GCSE certificates, but yet you've come with all this documentation, and you would need that sort of stuff if you want to settle here. You've even got your, you're shaking your head, but in your wallet you had your national insurance card, which you had your national insurance number in. Why would you bring that to the UK?
I just brought my wallet with me.
But then we start going into things like her previous bank statements here, mobile phone accounts, in previous interviews with Job Centre Plus. Certainly with regard to her documentation, she has literally packed up everything, put it into a folder. It's as if she's picked up her life, brought it here. And I think we've got to remember this. I mean, the family had lived in the UK since 2002. The father had been working here. She's had most of her informative years here. Like I said, she's been a student here. She'd got a job. She'd taken her exams. And then all of a sudden, for no fault of her own, the rug's pulled out from under her feet, and she's forced back to a country that she probably hasn't lived in for a number of years. And all of a sudden, she's left, you know, thinking, well, where's it all gone? Okay. Just want to... Right. The decision is that you're going to be refused entry, okay? You're coming in as a visitor, but you've got all this documentation which pertains nothing to why you want to come here regarding your education. Now, if you want to come back to the UK, you can, but what I would advise you to do is get an entry clearance visa, okay? You can still go and ask for a visit visa or a student visa, whatever you want to do, but rather than you having to come here and go through all this, it means you go to the embassy, you put all the evidence in front of them, and you allow them to make the decision. I feel sympathy for her because I know what the impact on her is going to be. But at the end of the day, we've got to look at what we're doing with regard to, you know, the border control and making sure people coming here are coming here for a genuine reason and not ending up doing something else.
How long are you going to be here?
3 months.
3 months. So immediately today, where will you be going?
I've got one friend picking me up from the airport, so I will be staying with him, or I will be staying with my other friends all from South Africa as well.
Okay. So your friend that's picking you up, is he just a friend?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Miss Thomas, I have got some inquiries to make, okay? So I just need to take this. Take a seat for me. You'll be here with us until I finish conducting those inquiries, okay? Matt, got a referral for you. Okay, we've got a South African female. She's just coming in. She says she wants to come in for 3 months, but she's just finished a 2-year working holiday. And she's only been away from the country for a month. She says she'll be going to Scotland, Ireland, visit other South African friends that she has here.
So in 2 years here, she just didn't get around to seeing Scotland and Wales?
And Ireland and Wales, yeah.
Doesn't hang together. The idea of a working holiday is that you have a holiday and you do a bit of incidental work.
Exactly.
And that in 2 years you should, you know,
You
pretty
should have
much
seen
be able to
what
see
you
what you
wanted
need
to
to
see,
see.
yeah.
So then to come back for another holiday on top of that makes me think that there's something here that's more important than back there.
A 2-year working holiday visa allows 1 year of work and 1 year of holiday.
Right, just come with me this way.
The South African woman has already had one of these visas, and now she's back just 1 month later.
Yeah?
Officer Patel wants to find out if the friend waiting to pick up the passenger is just a friend. But it seems being stopped by immigration is all too much for her.
I know you're upset, but it's just, you know, I just have to...
I feel alone now and I just want to speak to my mom.
Do you want to give her a call? Do you want me to give...
She's at work now.
Okay.
I just want to go home. I don't even want to be here anymore.
Just grab your bags.
Although the passenger appears to have given up the fight, Officer Patel investigates further to assess her status. First, she calls the passenger's friend, waiting in arrivals.
Hi Tom, my name is Sheetal. I'm an immigration officer at Heathrow Airport. Hi there. Are you meeting anyone today? Okay, just to let you know, she's currently being held with immigration. We do have some further inquiries that we need to conduct. Is it all right if I have a quick chat with you? And how is it that you know her? You just know through friends. Are you just friends or are you in a relationship? You're in a relationship, thank you. Okay then, thank you. Bye-bye. So it turns out that the gentleman downstairs, Tom, is the passenger's boyfriend. And when I asked the passenger if it's a boyfriend or a friend, she stated that he is just a friend. To have a boyfriend in the UK creates a stronger tie than just to have friends in the UK. So it gives her that extra thing to want to come back for. So not sure why she would have said on the desk that it's not a boyfriend, but that's what we need to find out.
The passenger has lied about who was picking her up. With a boyfriend here, Officer Patel suspects a short visit might turn into something more permanent.
As soon as the deception starts, that's when our alarm bells start ringing. And, you know, it's just that, have you got more to hide? Is there more to this than you're letting on? Previous payslip from when she was here on her working holiday.
Officer Patel and her boss, Matt Dyson, look for other clues to find out why she wants to come to the UK. They discover a payslip.
£500 fortnightly, that's not bad.
That shows she's worked full-time for that whole year.
Okay.
So that's not good.
So we just need to find out if she worked full-time for the other year as well.
Where is it?
Her working holiday visa would have allowed her to work 12 months of her 2-year stay.
In this case, what we've got so far is there's a payslip there which appears to indicate, unless she was earning an enormous amount for a little bit of work, that she probably worked the whole of the last tax year, the one that we've just completed. Now, that means she's done all her work basically in that period. Now, do we really believe that in the first year she was here she did nothing at all? Well, that's unlikely, because let's be honest, if you're a working holidaymaker on a 2-year working holiday, you're not going to sit around and not work for a whole year and then just do it at the end, because, you know, your financial constraints are the same at the beginning as they are at the end, pretty much.
Good morning, my name is Sheetal. I'm an immigration officer at Heathrow Airport.
Officer Patel calls the restaurant where the passenger has been working.
So she started 25th of June 2007 and departed 26th of Feb, did you say? 2009. Okay.
The manager says the woman worked over 20 months at the restaurant, 8 more than her visa allowed.
It just goes to show that she had a disregard for the restrictions that was put on her. When you do get your working holiday, you are told it's 1 year's holiday, 1 year's work, and she's abused that. Once you abuse something once, you know, you can't be trusted that you're not going to do it again. That's the thing. I've just made a phone call, and they tell me that you were employed from the 25th of June 2007 to the 26th of Feb 2009.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's 20 months.
Okay.
Yeah? Do you understand what that means?
No.
Right. When you were given your working holiday visa, you were told how long you can work for.
Yeah.
And how long were you told?
A year.
Okay. So we've now found out that in fact, you worked for over that time, which means that you breached the restrictions given to you on your working holiday. So after speaking to Tom, yeah, he's told me that, like I asked you at the desk, are you in a relationship or is he just your friend? And you told me he's your friend. But when I asked him, he says he's in a relationship with you. So who's right, who's wrong?
I mean, if you want to go into a relationship, then that's
Okay.
what you want to go.
What do you call it?
A thing.
Okay. So
But
you
I
guys
would
have
say
been,
we're friends.
so
and
you guys have been together as friends, and now you're coming back to see him.
Not necessarily him, but he
Okay.
knows that.
Okay. After speaking to him, he says that you guys are in a relationship. Why would he say that? Because he says he's actually discussed plans with you and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know.
The passenger is trying to make light of her relationship. For the chief, it doesn't wash.
You can have a certain amount of sympathy when someone's dreams are not going to go or come to fruition this week. But, you know, she has told lies.
Yeah.
You know.
And, you know, she's done it once. We don't know if she's going to do it again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, she can go home first available flight, please.
Come on, then. I'll tell you what's happening, right? We've made the decision and you've been refused entry today.
Just let me stay 1 week and then just let me... After 1 week, I swear on my mother's life, I will go.
Your removal flight is this evening, okay? Your removal flight is tonight at 8:30. At this moment, you are inadmissible to the UK. Therefore, we can't let you go anywhere. So, unfortunately, you have to stay with us in detention until your flight. But as far as taking you anywhere and put you anywhere else, I can't do that, I'm afraid. It doesn't stop you from coming back. You can still come back. You just need to...
I would never want to come back here.
That's fine.
Never.
That's for you.
The passenger was put on a flight to South Africa later that evening.
She's been refused entry to the UK twice. Most people don't ever get refused entry to a country, so for that to have happened to her in the space of 5 months is quite a significant dent on her immigration history. It appears she has letters from hotels where she worked previously. CV here, there's a couple of copies, 4 copies on quite thick cards, so it's not just copies that have been done just to carry. It appears that these would be given out. There's a postcard here. This appears to be a friend, and it actually says the idea of leaving home now when so much is happening in the U.S.A. must seem very hard. So are we talking the recent presidential inauguration, or are we talking in her personal life? That we'll need to establish. But it appears to be everything that you would not expect anyone to bring on holiday with them. So what's the purpose of your visit to the UK today?
To visit friends and finish packing up what I couldn't pack up in December.
Why have you brought CVs with you on holiday?
Those were just in there.
Okay, you were granted temporary admission when you were refused entry last time. How many days was that for?
I think it was 2 days or 3 days.
And was 3 days not sufficient time to conclude your affairs here?
To pack up my flat, no.
And the friend has mentioned that there's a lot going on in the USA at the moment. What does she mean by that?
My mom was in the hospital, and the day before she came home, my stepfather moved out.
Could you not have deferred the trip?
I could have, but she wanted me to go and see my friends in London, in the country, and tie up everything here.
Although she was refused entry last time, she did get 3 days to pick up leftover belongings from her time here as a student. But now she's back with the same reason as before.
It's perfectly plausible that she needs to come back and end her affairs here. However, that's why she was granted temporary admission last time. But we have to base it on probability here, and is she likely to become an immigration offender? What are the chances that she'll overstay? What are the chances that she'll seek employment whilst she's here? You see, the difficulty I've got is that you were given time, albeit 3 days, to pack up your belongings and arrange for everything to be done last time, and now you're seeking entry again.
I did, for those 3 days, I did the most I could do in 3 days.
The primary purpose, you say, is in seeking entry as a visitor is to conclude your affairs in London.
That's 1 day, and I just happened to...
Okay, so it's only going to take 1 day to pack up?
I'm not sure. I don't remember everything I have at my flat, and it depends on my landlord when they can do the final walkthrough. But the main reason for me coming is to see friends that I know will never travel to the States. It's kind of the last visit to London, because I know once I start working full-time, I won't travel. I
think it's just made things worse, really. She's now saying that
were she not to have any belongings here, she would still have come just to see friends, as it's the last opportunity to travel before she gets a permanent job. So I don't think anything she's told me is going to make any difference, really. She says it's only going to take her one day to actually pack up the things that she has left, and the rest of the time she wants to come and see friends who she knows will never travel to the US.
Can you trust her to go out for one day? She can go back Saturday morning. Okay?
Right.
So that gives her one whole day. And this is last chance saloon, because we've done this before, so this is it.
Right.
Tell her, okay? No more.
Okay, there's some bad news and there's some good news. The bad news is you are being refused entry to the UK. We are granting you temporary admission again, as we did last time, because you complied before. We're prepared to give you till Saturday morning, so you get tomorrow to go to your flat.
Tomorrow I won't really have time to finish.
Let me just explain something to you. The fact we're giving you temporary admission this time is extremely... You're very lucky to be granted that, all right?
The woman is given 1 day to collect her things, after which she must return to America. For the third time, the American woman has the word refused stamped into her passport.
This is frustrating. Because you do everything above the board, and I know at school there were tons of people who didn't do things above the board, and they're still here.